Hey, so we haven't posted in a while.
Yeah.
So and I thought that we lost this footage and we didn't. So here is the never before seen Halloween episode, and we some of the things are dated. So
Yeah.
we did our best to make sure it flows.
We tried to update. By we, I mean Sam tried to update as much as she could.
And yeah, we're excited to be back and giving you some more content. Bye.
Enjoy. Houston thing, yeah, I mean, you should go to my sister's club, Casa Verde. She's doing a bunch of stuff for
World Cup.
It's on Main Street in Midtown area. Go check her out. She's got a bunch
World
of
Cup.
stuff going. And she went all out. She loves
World Cup.
We love
World
in our
Cup.
household, so it's crazy over there. She
Oh yeah.
is decorating a lot. So go.
World Cup.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Intrusive Thoughts, Season 2, Episode, I think, what is this, 3 or 4? I don't actually
Episode 3 or 4.
Because we had the first one that was live, we had a second one that was on business.
Then we did another
we did
one.
a third one. I think this is the fourth one. This is the fourth. Happy Halloween, and it's the Halloween episode.
Happy Halloween, depending on what day this publishes.
And we have one question to ask you. Do I make any of you horny?
Yeah.
Put in the comments below. We want to know. No, we're dressed up for Halloween, and I'm Austin Powers.
I'm a fembot.
Yeah. Pew 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 pew. You
Thank
need the little circles. When you guys
I know. I gotta put like little metal things in here.
little glue something to it. Well, look, today's not Halloween, but it's Halloween season. We're doing our best. We're honestly winging this episode off the seat of our pants.
Yes, literally.
But
I don't have any pants on.
no, I have pants on, and I'm really proud of my blue velvet. And I've always wanted to do this costume combination.
I know, it's really cute, and I love that Austin Powers vibes. The ruffles, it's all about it. And I own this already, so when you brought it up, I was like, can you believe I own a fembot costume?
I was like, it's meant to be. And also, she put on a wig, one of my wigs, and I was like, no, another wig on top of that wig.
Yeah, this is Sam's suggestion, and I learned that drag queens apparently do this. And I want to say, can we have a moment for how scary it would be to have to dance with this on your head and keep it there? You know what? Y'all are... I have such an even more newfound respect for drag queens because I feel my head like whipping, and at any moment, like I could whack you with this like wig. It could just fly off if I wasn't.
It would be the most dainty little assault. Look, see, anyway, you know what? We want to tell some scary stories today because this is a proudly feminist Latina podcast, and being a woman in America, or just being in America right now, is a little spooky.
So turn down the lights, gather around the torch. Gather around the... No. Let me stop. Gather around the torchlight.
Gather around the campfire, children.
We're gonna...
Heed you well these tales, lest you fall into a doom of your own.
That was good. And you know what? These stories are terrifying.
Yeah.
So please, hold
You wanna
on to
tell
your
the first
panties.
one?
I will... Sure.
You know what?
what?
You know why?
Why?
Because you look so cute. So I can't stop looking at you. Okay, no, you tell the story because I'm gonna roll a joint.
Okay. No, that's a good thing. Good thing. Okay.
Audio
All right.
listeners, peace.
Okay. So there once was a young, beautiful ingenue from Houston, Texas, who had brown curly... She's me. I'm this girl. And I...
Wait, you mean what the fuck?
Anyways, so she was on a dating app, and she dated this guy who said, I'll take care of you, girl. I want a woman to take care of. So then she dated him for months and months and months. And then one day he said, you need to pay half of everything because I don't make as much money at my job anymore and I can't keep paying for stuff. And she just gasped, how dare you? I just sell friendship bracelets to my friends. I can't do this. And then they broke up. And now she's successful and makes her own fucking money and she don't need that bitch.
That's terrifying. For a second, I thought it was getting too real.
I was honestly shaking while telling that story. Like,
Okay, I recently too had a run-in with a monster.
tell me, wait.
So, a man messaged me with an interest of dating, as one does on the internet sometimes.
Yes.
So we have some conversations and discuss basic things like, what kind of relationships are you into? You know, and I was like, monogamy. And he, you know, whatever. I don't know. And anyway, so we were chatting for a few weeks, and then I don't hear from him. And when I don't hear from someone, I go, oh, you know, this must not be.
Let me hold your mic.
Yeah, hold my mic. It must not be that into me, and so I'm not gonna put that much in, investment. But then he came back in my DMs. My text messages at this point, and he was like, I'm so sorry for ignoring you. Let me make it up to you. I want to like invest in this opportunity to know you and have this connection. And so he's like, please, can we just FaceTime and get to know each other? So I said, sure. That sounds like not a nightmare, but fine. So we get on FaceTime. We have a long conversation, maybe like 30, 45 minutes. I'm like, wow, this guy is so nice. And I really feel a connection. And I'm feeling like all this, like, I'm so sad that I doubted. And I said, so, like, what's your living situation? Do you have a roommate? And he goes, oh, I live with my girlfriend.
Sorry.
What? Said, no wonder you were busy. He didn't text me back. You were busy being in a relationship. The fuck?
What?
I was like, why did you even message me?
Honestly, that is a scary story because, like, what a waste of time.
I even said at the thing, he was like, are you interested in polyamory? I said, no disrespect to the lifestyle. I've dipped my toes. I understand and I have no judgment, but no, I am not interested. And if you are very dead set on it, I'm happy to walk away. And he was like, no, don't walk away. It was just a question hypothetically.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, that was literal.
Yeah. Right. OMG. Oh my gosh. I have a scary story. I just thought of one. It just came to me. Okay. All of them revolve dating apps. Dating apps are in themselves a scary story. But I met this guy. We had a great time. It was like our second date.
Oh, God.
And he wants to come over to my place. And at this point in my life, I'm living with my mother. And that's just not going to happen. So my mother is a very Catholic woman. So
As am I.
he's like, I'm living with people. You can't come to my house. And I'm like, well, I guess we're not going to, have fun or whatever. And he was like, well, what if I get a hotel? And I was just like, okay, you know what? Whatever. I love a hotel moment. Get a hotel. We're messing around. I'm touching his pants and I feel zip ties in his pocket. And I feel my stomach drop. Like, literally, I'm like, oh my God. So just so we can go ahead and get to, because this sounds like a very scary story. It is, but it turns out like he's into like, I guess, tying people up, and he thought that he did bring it up later and was very nice and ended up not wanting to tie me up with zip ties.
Were consensual. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
I
cool.
did not use them, I should clarify, but I thought it was crazy that he had them in his pocket and hadn't brought, like, we were in the hotel making out. We'd been together for like 6 hours at this point. A long time. It was a long date. And you didn't mention that you had zip ties in your pocket the whole time?
Maybe not the consensual plan. Maybe a lie.
Yeah.
Is my lipstick okay?
Your lipstick looks great.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, that's my other scary story.
Oh my gosh. Listen, if we're going to talk about, there's a lot of lies about human trafficking, and I want to say I'm an expert on human trafficking. If dating apps can be dangerous, but it's not usually like that. Usually they get to know you a little bit, find out all your weaknesses, go to your mother's house, get you information, especially have any kind of vulnerability such as family, kids, sicknesses, and exploit that to then control you. So I don't know how that's supposed to make you feel better.
No, I know. I'm saying like scary.
But also you can, for example, things that you can do is have good boundaries. Let them know that even if you agreed to something, if it wasn't clear and you don't want to do it, that you have the right to change your mind. Show yourself as not a good victim. Be confident. Be strong. Let your friends know where you are. Don't isolate from your friends. And if you see your friend being isolated from other people, oh, dude, I hate that shit. Being isolated from other people.
You know, you make such a good point, because something that I really didn't think about until I saw someone talking about it recently was that I've used a lot of dating apps. I've been on a lot of dates through dating apps, and I'm not sure about you. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm more than I
have
used
never
to be
dated or seen an app, but I'm familiar with the concept.
like I used to be embarrassed about admitting this stuff, so now I'm not. But it's just like
I just blew that in your face.
I loved it.
Okay,
I
cool.
love when that happens. fuck.
be gross.
Okay. Oh yeah. So dating apps. God damn it! I lost my train of thought. I got
scary. I made a good point about isolating.
Oh, you made a good point about isolating and something else though. You said something else that made me think of what I was going
Human
to say.
trafficking.
Human trafficking.
The thing is, though, is a lot of
Isolating.
people like to tell crazy stories about, like, if you see somebody at a gas station with 2 rubber chickens and they put one on your dashboard, they're gonna. And the thing is that what you do is you make people who actually get trafficked look so stupid. And in reality, it was a much more difficult, complex situation of like, I know of a girl who, like, it had been months. It had been months and months and months. The pimp had already, like, the pimp's family was babysitting the child by time they flipped the script, and they were like, what the fuck are you going to do? Where's your baby right now?
Yeah.
And so I think we need to stop spreading things that just sound salacious and actually listen to survivors. But nobody wants to talk about 9/11.
Nobody wants to talk about 9/11.
Nobody wants to listen to women. Nobody gives a shit about women. We talk about human trafficking.
What
all the time.
I was gonna say was that I realized something I had done for at this point decades, which was I always sent without context to like 1 to 2 friends. I would send photos of the guy I was meeting, everything I had found about him online. If I had an address or where we were going, or if like whatever, I would send all of this information to my friends. And I didn't know that this wasn't a normal thing until like recently, that I was like, it's crazy that people were like, it's crazy women have to do this. And I'm like, oh, there's women meeting guys out there and not telling their friends all the information about them, because it's scary. And I've been blessed that nothing happened to me. And there was some times when I was really stupid about it. Like when I let in some people around me that I should not have. And I'm glad I'm okay, but like that's fucking scary. You want to talk about a scary fucking story? Is you just trying to find? Imagine you're just lonely. And honestly, guys talk about how girls aren't sexual or whatever. Sometimes we just want to get some too, and instead we end up getting some creep who stalks us for a month, or worse, kills us in that moment.
Literally, sometimes we are just like the type of people who are like, hey, I really need to get real wienered down, and you go, hey, consensual male. How are you? Are you interested in maybe having a consensual relation? Well, I want to let you know I hit my ex-wife, but like if you say shit about it, you judging me. And it's like, whoa, I was totally down to just fuck, but now ethically, I don't think I could be in the same
now I
room
know.
with you. I'm being facetious, but it feels like
No,
that's
but
the vibe.
seriously, that's the thing is guys talk not anyway. People in general, women are painted out as like, either if you're sexual, you're a slut. Or if whatever, but you have
I
to.
wish I was a slut, but y'all are so lame.
Yeah, the thing that you want to happen so badly, which is have a bunch of women just come over and have sex with you, can't happen because of you. You are the reason it cannot happen. Because there's a lot of women that would be down to be that, but like, it's like, oh, that too, and like, you can't share who you really are to us. You have to be closed off and then ghost. It's like, what? Do you know how much better sex is whenever you actually think the person you're fucking is a decent person? Doesn't mean you have to marry them. It's just nice to know like what I don't know what am I going on about, but I'm just scared. Okay, I'm scared. It's so scary.
It is scary.
How did it get so scary?
I know it did get scary, and I feel like, yeah. And I had a friend of mine. We got in a fight at a bar because he was just communicating some stuff that I thought sounded like some bullshit.
Yeah.
And as I was saying, like, hey, your preference for this for young women makes me uncomfortable. And then he was saying that I wasn't a safe person to share his thing with. And I just think that when it comes to safety, I'm like, it's difficult because it's like no one's putting their hands on me, but we're perpetuating an idea that makes me feel very unsafe.
Yeah, like I don't want you to think I'm cool with this.
Yeah. And that's all I'm trying to say. Like, hey, as a woman and a big sister, I don't like it, but then it makes people feel like I'm associating them as like a predator or as a this. And I'm like, I didn't call you a predator. But I also in this situation, hey, buddy, listen, I think the only way we solve this is with 2 inflatable batons and many challenges, one of might, one of valor, and another of intellect, chosen by a third party on a full moon in a duel where we come to terms, and that's restorative justice. But anyway,
Yeah. A duel. Bring back
I
duels.
need those inflatable little Q-tip thingies to be. I think that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
We just need to wrestle.
Just duke it out a bit.
Just duke it out.
Sometimes it's
But then I think that's why people don't want to date over 30-year-olds, because I'm aggressive. But I'm not that aggressive. I'm honestly really sweet.
is it aggression to verbalize boundaries, to talk about things that you think, like, I don't know, that to me that's bullshit. Because when I hear that, I have heard that in the past, or just like guys saying that they'll go for a much younger girl because they're not, as
Bitter.
with the world. But that's the thing,
Which
is
I didn't
I'm
do
not
this.
bitter, and that's the crazy thing, is that, like, I know a lot of women my age who are not bitter, who actually try to get the most out of life as they can. Sure, like, we're unhappy sometimes. Hello, do you live here? Like, are you here too? And if you're not, then cool, I'm so happy for you. But my point is yeah, we get painted out as like bitter old. It's like, no, date somebody your age, first of all. I don't know why. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's right.
I mean, live your life. Live your life. And if you ask me not to judge, you better go ask a tree not to be a tree. You better go ask a butterfly not to fly. Better go ask a flower not to
Better
be
ask a
beautiful.
bear not to shit in the woods.
Because I've been talking shit since the day I lived, since the day I was born.
Since the day you're born, the
And
day
until God closes my mouth, I'll be talking shit till
until
the
you're
day I
pushing
die.
daisies.
And I'm not wearing the great colors of my great UK of Her Majesty's United Kingdom because I got free speech, I think. Kind of. We kind of live for it here and hate it. We love it.
Isn't that weird?
We hate it.
Isn't that odd? We love it. We hate it. We say we want it. Then we're okay with it being infringed upon. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that?
I don't know. I think
What's up
that it seems like the rules change to suit the people of power.
You know what?
I think that's true. You want to hear another scary story?
Yes.
The current administration. That's the whole thing.
Screaming. Everyone's scared.
I know that there's a No Kings protest, and then someone was telling me that the No Kings protest is not a good thing because of whatever. Listen, you're never going to be progressive enough.
Yeah.
And I think whatever you're doing, do something. And I
Yeah.
do think knowing that you're and we joke a lot.
Right.
We joke a lot around here.
Jokesters.
But if you are trans or you are angry, you're feminist, or you're seeing what's happening in the world and you feel like everyone has gone crazy and that you are alone, I want to say that you're not. You're not alone and you're not crazy. And continue to have the hard talks and continue to try to see the humans and the people that live next to you.
Yeah.
And to understand each other and to do art. Because you know what? Maybe someone won't hear you when you're yelling, but maybe they'll hear you when you sing or when you paint and when you make films and tell stories and do dumb podcasts and dress up, because this is the only life that you have. And it is so silly for you to think because you don't have a poli-sci degree that you are not intellectual enough to see the things around you and assess something is not right. If we can't have someone take a 1-minute flight across your, no, I'm not going to pull my bias into this situation. Okay. There was a recent record release and everyone's being haters and I kind of live for it. Anyway, but you are not the problem. Probably. Maybe you are the problem. I forgot what I was saying. I feel like I was really on a roll and then I pulled myself off with some haterations.
You were, but you were,
why did I bring that hateration in this dancery?
You know what? Sometimes the hateration makes it into the dancery. That's why the song got written.
I'm just saying you're not alone.
You're not alone. And on top of that, I think I agree with you. Like, some people we all are going through some shit right now and we're all witnessing. I mean, if I didn't make my money through social media, I think I would really be taking a sabbatical off of it. But I'll be honest with you, just to be completely frank, it is my livelihood. I have to be on it. And I'm not saying that means I hate it or anything. I just think that we just consume too much of it, and to the point where it can't be good for anyone to see from 1 minute, watch a video of people being torn from their families. The next minute you see a kitty cat being rescued and surviving. And then the next minute you see a bomb burst off a leg of a child, and then the next minute you see your favorite band performing live at some festival that you couldn't go to. And it's like, that's, that's fucking with us too. On top of the fact that all these things happening are actually happening, and it's valid for us to be scared and terrified. On top of that, we are also psychologically altering our brains. And I don't have any degree to back that up. I'm just telling you from my personal experience and from what other people have told me. I am by no means a scientific expert, but I worry sometimes, dude, about like where are we gonna be at in 20 years? Like, I just wish my thing is social media was so much fun in the beginning. Like, that's why I got into this shit. Like, I did well because I liked it. It was fun. I was sharing with my friends, my family, and then other people enjoyed it too or whatever. And you know that feeling.
Well, I want to ask you this. I want to challenge you this.
Yeah.
Tell me, I want you to take a second to hit this joint.
Yes.
And I want you to think about 3 things on the internet that make you feel like the internet is worth it.
Okay.
And the reason I say this is because I've been in media. I studied mass communications along with the Bible in college. And like, in some senses, as a kid that you're left home a lot, you're kind of raised by media in some ways. And it's just the culture that we experience. And I think it is so damaging, but I do think too that it's what we have, and it's some things that connect us. And we each, I think it's not fair that we have to stand to this level of addiction and the tools that are created against us to steal our minds. I think that's why one thing I love about this type of long form content is like, hopefully this is something you can maybe put on in the background, and maybe, you're not in quiet and you're not meditating in Colorado because you live in fucking nowhere, Katy, Texas, and everything's ugly outside. But you know what? Maybe you're watercoloring and you're listening to a podcast, and it's a moment where it's quiet and you're not being bombarded with, aggressive stuff. But go into nature. Make a list, if you have to, in your phone of 10 things that make you want to stay alive that are not your phone. And for me, it's like making art with friends, eating really good meals with, it makes me want to cry. Like, and doing things that make me interested, like this kind of stuff. Anyway, go on. Do you have an answer to my question?
Yes. I think as someone who is constantly on the internet from probably too young, arguably, I think that there were a lot of good things. I think one major one that maybe a lot of people will agree with me is that it made us more aware of the world. And I think no matter what, you can argue whether it's good or bad. There were things happening around the world that wouldn't have changed without the internet. They would have just continued to be these awful, terrible things. Or, to be able to communicate that somebody needs to be rescued through the internet. Like, it's just, there are a lot of there's community that you can build, especially if you're a young girl who's shy, who spends a lot of time on the internet, and you're on a lot of forums, and you find other people who have the same interests as you. And then you end up talking for like 15 years and you're still friends online. Like, you all live in completely different countries, but you're still friends. I have friends like that from whenever I spent my time on online forums.
You know what's crazy? I have people that comment on my videos that we have relationships via Instagram DM, that y'all have been hanging out with me since I was doing Glowforge videos back when I was living on a farm, and I got my Glowforge, and I started my YouTube channel as a way to make extra income. And I was like, how am I going to do it? And fucking put a down payment on this house from that project. And that's crazy, because not only are y'all my friends, I see y'all as investors into like the reason I'm able to feel safe all the time. And it might be like 6 of you that are still here, but it was crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there can be a lot of good, and I firmly believe, maybe I'm naive, but I think it was all built with good intention. All of it was about innovation, about moving us forward into the 21st century. And it was all especially if you were there as watching like computers evolve and cell phones come out and get smaller and smaller and thinner, and then become, I have water. Thank you. You're the best. They just become, it was meant to be something better. And I don't think it's all bad. I don't want to sound like I'm being doomsday or whatever, but
No, it's grief.
yeah, grief. I grieve some part of the internet that doesn't, I don't know, exist anymore. And is that because of COVID?
Well, I think power, greater.
Sorry, I just said COVID and then started coughing.
No,
I meant,
greater
like,
adoption. I mean, there's talking philosophy while hacking a lung. This is reality. No, I was thinking about reading the philosophy books because I minored in philosophy. I had so many degrees. No, not really. I double majored and then I got a minor because I just liked.
She's a nerd.
I like to read and I like friends. I like a relationship that has very clear rules because then I know what to do and I know how to win. And
All right.
anyway, that's silly. That's why all the other relationships are confusing. There's no rules.
No rules. There is no rules. That's a good point.
It is good. It is. But what I was gonna say was one thing that's fucked with me is I think it was Aristotle. I don't remember, but we were learning about what Aristotle considered. I think the levels of the best types of civilizations. So, and if I remember correctly, the lowest is like or it was like truth, like philosopher king. A monarchy was like better than a democracy because then after democracy came tyranny and then anarchy and then it would start all over again. But the thing is it actually never it goes to monarchy. It doesn't ever be a true philosopher king because the perfect leader is never someone who desires or wishes to be a leader.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of just like, remember being in school being like, oh, it says democracy leads into tyranny. That's not cool. I don't like that. I don't like that idea. And then all of a sudden like Donald Trump was like trying to and I was like, oh no, why is he changing the garden, huh? What's he building? That seems like he wants to stay a little longer.
Did you hear that the website for the Constitution like updated stuff and then they changed it back when somebody noticed, but they were like updating and deleting parts of it? I just want you to know that you should know your rights. You should know them. You should have them in a physical copy written down somewhere because that's the thing about the internet. It used to be a safe space, but unless you know how to make it safe, and I mean like that's like VPNs, that's all that stuff where you can go in and find actual stuff, you can get a bunch of biased information from the internet. And that is you got to learn how to research. We got to go back to 8th grade, cite your sources, At this point there's fake videos out there, y'all.
We gotta help each other, man. We gotta be about community. We gotta teach each other shit.
Hell yeah.
We sound like such uncles right now.
Teach each other. I'm down to help you. I can identify AI videos really well. I'm not gonna go too far into this because I learned that if I like make videos about someone claiming that they're AI and they're a public figure, that I, whatever, could get in trouble.
Dude,
so
what the fuck?
but I'm doing research on this person because I saw this video of this person and they said, like, I'm telling you, really racist shit. Like, it was just, oh my God. And they are a white person and they did it as a TikTok video. And it was like, dude, it was so bad. And it was about like, they're terrible and so I was just so suspicious because it was so hateful that I was like, this can't be a real person. So then I look and then I find their YouTube shorts and there's like AI like stuff, but then I'm wondering, did they just edit with AI, like, cause that's very possible. Like there's AI editors. I've used it to help me with some video with audio and videos, audio on videos. And it's very quick. Like, so I don't know, but this just I'd have to show y'all, but I can't because I don't want to get in trouble. But my point is,
if you want to see it, message her on Instagram. And be like, show me that video that isn't AI.
Yeah, exactly. Because my point is I'm not 100% sure, but the fact that this is a very real possibility that could be videos feeding you fake information or doing stuff to rile you up.
And there's no even face to fucking take responsibility.
Yeah, it's a person who's pretending to be somebody else because there's a group of people probably running it. And the crazy thing about this person is they've been on different news sources.
Wait. So we can create 30 AI models that get on the internet and go, oh my God, Intrusive Thoughts was a transformative podcast.
Yes. Yep. We could.
But if you want to do it instead, we'll pay anyone $5 to make a.
Well, people don't realize they're uploading all of their stuff to this, and it's like there forever. And people can like on those apps where the video one, the Pasora app, you have to upload all of these pictures of yourself. And the thing is anybody can use it. It's not like it's just you doing your fun thing with you and your family. No, I'm telling you, like, somebody can use it for anything. Haven't you heard the stories of like people saying, famous people being like, stop using me to make porn, AI porn
deep
of
fake
me.
porn. Yeah.
Like, stop making deepfake. That's what's happening, and y'all are just volunteering all this. And then whenever you see a deepfake porn of you,
I think that a country made legislation that your face is copyrighted at birth, and so nobody can use your likeness without your permission, AI or not.
I love that.
That's so beautiful.
The thing is, what pisses me off is we have fucking resources to get this shit done.
Yeah.
We got billionaires. We got budget. We just need a taxis full so we have the greatest brains
And AI brains that are not drowning communities of color. There are ways to make tools better. We can make these things renewable. We have so much science. There's a man on TikTok making plastiline out of plastic.
I'm gonna say this scarily. Yes, but does it make money?
It will if we tax the rich. I don't know. Somebody else solve this
they
shit.
care about.
I know.
Ooh.
Ooh, God dang it. Anyway, listen, we're coming close to the end, but I do want to share a quick little FU Houston rules in the midst of all this spooky stuff, and it's Halloween themed.
Okay.
Liminal House, aka Patrick Zimmerman, is a Houston. He lives in Austin now, but he's from Houston.
Okay.
Okay, so we claim it. Made a short horror film called Tunnels that is about to premiere on YouTube for free for anybody to watch. I highly encourage you to watch it. He is a motion graphics artist, and he also shot my wedding.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, but I also coach him in social media and stuff, and he's been doing short form videos. But this film, it was such a cool movie, and it was done with a very small crew. And the reason I think people should watch it is he started with just like small stuff. And if you have a phone, you have a camera. You have the opportunity to do art and do stuff. Houston artists doing cool shit. It's Liminal House. I'll put the information down below.
Hell yeah.
What about you? Anything that you want to hype from your hometown? I'm going to fix this bobby pin. Boom.
Oh, thank you. Well, I found my Halloween costume. I'm gonna be Catwoman. So
Shut up.
yeah, and Mike's gonna be Batman. And then I'm thinking about going to Megan Thee Stallion's Halloween party, Holloween. It's in Humble, but that's on the 31st, and they have tickets. I haven't looked anything into it before this episode, so like y'all, if it's really expensive and I end up not going, like just I haven't looked at it. I'm just saying that like
Everyone look it up and judge whether or not she goes.
Also, I brought some.
Oh shit! Let's. Oh.
I wanted to say before we left, I brought some. Never mind.
Okay. Hey everybody! I also admitting things I can't admit a crime.
All right, so I got this amazing Stizzy. I love Stizzy. Sponsor me, Stizzy. Okay, so this is actually my #1 favorite strain ever. It's strawberry cough, and this is the infused premium version from Stizzy. It smells. I want you to smell this shit. It's my favorite, y'all.
Wait, what does infused mean?
It's got a little.
Is sprayed?
No.
Holy shit! Nah, this is sprayed. What the fuck is this shit? It smells delicious.
So it's got
Wait,
terpenes.
cannabis flower, T.H.o.t.s isolate, terpenes.
Yeah, it's got like little terpenes, like fruity terpenes.
What is that?
It's so. I thought you would enjoy trying it. This is smalls, so they're kind of small.
No.
I love the way you did that.
Oh, did I do it?
No. It was just like cute. It was cute. You're like,
Me want.
that's mine.
I very much look. My Whack-It only has 1/2.
But it's doing its thing.
Okay, I'm just gonna grind this up really quick so I can smell it more. I can roll the world's fastest joint, and then we can
I
close
still
out.
have like 8 minutes. Oh well, yeah.
Wait,
Hell yeah. right, so this is my favorite strain because, well, it's a sativa, but I know sativas get a bad rap, but you honestly don't need a lot of it to get the high, and it's really good in the morning. Like, if you do it right before you got to run a bunch of errands, whew, it makes the errands so much pleasanter.
Yeah.
And
Did you say a Houston thing too? Oh, damn,
Oh.
that's very much strawberry.
yeah, it's nice. It's nice. So
That's the dance mix.
Houston thing, yeah, I mean, you should go to my sister's club, Casa Verde. She's doing a bunch of stuff for
World Cup.
it's on Main Street in Midtown area. Go check her out. She's got a bunch
World
of
Cup.
stuff going on. Like, and she went all out. She loves.
World Cup.
We love
World
in our
Cup.
household, so it's crazy over there. She like
Hell yeah.
was decorating a lot. So go.
Yeah, and if you made it this far in the video, put a little
World Cup.
comments below, let us know. Or, I don't know, message us if you're listening to our podcast. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
We love you.
We love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.